Oh, yeah, right? I hope.
So how long has this band been around?
It's about 5 years.
Really, for almost 5 years, I think.
Over 5 years.
We're really getting old, man.
Yeah.
And in that time, you did a record on Albertine.
Albertine, yeah, we put that out last year.
And that's
We got
what was it called? It was Kick You.
called Off My Back.
Off My Back. I knew it had
Which is the title track. We also have a new record out on Incognito Records from Germany. We've got a bunch of singles out that we put out ourselves and some German singles.
Few compilations.
Sam Shippen
One that we share with
compilation.
Nude Swirl, as a matter of fact.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Take All Bets. It's called Tony AG Records.
We got some new stuff that's going to be coming out on the stage real soon, so just keep your eyes out for it and stuff. Glad to
We're hoping to. We're label searching.
Label searching. Is that's been
We're label begging.
label begging?
Yeah.
Evidently, that's been a bitch in the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's so easy for you to get the gigs in Europe? Why is it?
I don't really know. There seems to be a little fascination with us over there, which is great for us.
Yeah.
It's keeping us going. We're going over there in April, touring for a month with a band called the Glamour Ghouls.
I think smaller bands, word spreads faster in Europe.
They're much
They also
more-
like American acts.
Yes, they like American acts, and word spreads faster. And I think the kids are willing to spend money, on new stuff, in Europe, because MTV I think has a stranglehold in the States. Like if it's not on MTV, it doesn't exist, So
Not anymore.
so it's harder. So it's just like a little harder to crack the States, harder to. To get,
And it's so much bigger.
Get your face out.
It's so much
bigger, yeah.
It's so much bigger, and there's so much stuff around, and Europe's nice and small,
Yeah.
You really.
Germany's the size of what? Probably maybe most of Texas.
Yeah. No, probably not even that.
Probably not even that.
Yeah.
Blisters are pumped up, man. We're gonna be out there, and you're gonna hear us like real soon. It's not gonna take much. Has nothing to do.
Tony's the salesman of the band.
Tony's the salesman.
Nobody's gonna stop us. No way. Because we're gonna be there. We're gonna be in your
Well, if you guys have put up with it for 5 years, I would believe that.
Yeah,
How did the band get? That's what I should be asking first. How did the band get started? So it really didn't work out.
It wasn't happening. Sam wasn't doing anything, so we recruited Sam, and
Sam had also put you on the Searching and Noise compilation.
that started it. He produced the song that was on there, and after he
Sam's not in the band anymore, but he's still very involved. He helps us out. He's like a sub-manager. And we've got someone else doing work for us too, named Steve Stone.
This is our new album cover. It says Dire Straits, but it's really the Blisters album.
I don't know. That's us. That's what you have to know about us. That's all we are.
This is a.
What exactly would you consider your music? Because I can catch all kinds of
We've developed.
vibes from it.
Yeah, we've developed through the years. You have to after fucking 5 years, right?
Because it's more like a folk, punk, country, polka. Yo, what is it?
well, you just said it, that's it, a little bit of everything, just throw lots of energy behind it,
Country polka punk.
We're happy calling ourselves rock and roll band.
It's 4 hearts on a slab. We just
We're
put our
beefed up rock and
fucking
roll.
flag.
That'll work.
That's all. What
Influences would you say? What do you say influences how you write or what you play? Who did you listen to get your style?
Marmon, man.
I listen to Dennis and Brian and Tom. No, I've listened to a lot of late 70s punk rock. I loved for years, and more recently dipped into the 60s and 70s rock and roll, Rolling Stones, Cheap Trick type stuff. But I like a lot of stuff that's coming out now. Like of course the new Nirvana everyone loves, but like Pixies and well, there's a lot of good bands coming out now. I suppose we're all influenced by all that stuff.
While on the subject of Nirvana, they seem to be coming from that Seattle scene. Seattle has their own particular sound. Do you think that New Brunswick has?
No, that's the good thing too,
Do you think that
In a way, that's true. Yeah.
can explode like that?
It should.
Yeah,
It should.
Yeah, it should, but probably not for like the same reasons. Because just like you said, Seattle has like a sound. Like, I mean, there are handfuls of bands that bands that are coming out of Seattle, and they all have that like thread, they all have that similar element through
That
them.
similar element.
Yeah.
The thing I see in New Brunswick is that the similar element is that there's a camaraderie. It is a camaraderie. In
Yeah,
this place.
that's true. Bands really back each other up. They really support each other.
They almost have to,
Great.
because it's so hard to get things done in this town.
Yeah.
There's not a venue and it's a shame. There's not a venue that there's large national acts that are playing,
Yeah.
so that these New Brunswick bands can get on the bill and play with. We have the Court Tavern, we have the Roxy, we have the Cispus, and anything Pedro puts on, and all the underage stuff. So that's part of let's get it together, and that's what you got to do.
I mean, the court is great, but there's only so many people you can pack into the basement of the Court Tavern. So no matter how big, even if the big band does play there, you're still only going to get like 200 people down there, and so.
What do you think about the Court Tavern now? Do you like? So where do you think the band's gonna go from here?
Going to York, baby.
Go to
I
Europe.
hope.
Yeah.
Go anywhere and everywhere.
We've stuck it out this long, and there's no reason why we can't stick it out another 5 years.
Hopefully within that 5 year have a record that everybody listening to.
Yeah.
Here.
No, but the music's better than it's ever been, and
Let's talk about the album. What is the difference between Off My Back and Mr. Meet Me, the new album?
a whole lot. Tony's a huge factor. He hits that snare like no one else. When the first time we practiced with Tony, I swear to God,
That's our boy.
I fell. He hit that snare going, whoa! And I fell back and broke my leg. Sam helped a lot. He's an excellent studio man. He did real well with the sounds, and we went to Track East in South River.
We really wanted to make a record that sounded like a record this time, instead of sounding like a live record, what we sound like live. We really wanted to use everything that we had at our disposal, and really make a record that sounds like a record, Whereas the first time it was more like, let's hit them with the power and let's just give it to them like as raw as we can give it to them,
Tony's doing his
Well, before we get to worse, you guys any final remarks before? You got anything?
Yeah, come see us at the Court where Tony plays naked next show.
Woo! I'll do it.
I know he will.
Tony?
If there's 300 people there, 300 people at the door, I will play nude.
What do you got there?
300 people.
300 people at the court, I will play nude.
That's it, man.
All
We
right.
love you.
All right,
And
We love you, man.
And don't
Yeah,
miss
this will be at the end of the show. Peace be unto you.